right, Speedaddixx fan, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe, especially if you like turbos, super content, and custom fabricating. I wanted to slap something over this here. If you've seen on previous episodes, we got the Weld racing wheels, and then I mentioned before we put 1.5 inch wheel spacers on it. And if you look at it from the side, I mean, there's quite a bit of poke. This side actually got 1 inch spacer. This one here actually has 1.5 inch spacer. It's gonna eventually be 1.5 inch both sides. But the reason I did that is because I got something to bolt up over top of that. Let me pull it out and show you what we're gonna be putting on today. Check this out. These are called over fenders, or some people call them rear quarter panel flares. This here is gonna be the complete fender. This is not gonna be the style that has that little lip that goes over top. This is, as you can tell, the whole fender. And even if you come around to the back side, it even got that contour for the tail lights. I do not know what brand they are. If you know what brand they are, comment below. I'm not real big into Euro stuff. I'm not real big into wheels. I'm not real big into 240 lingo. All I know is that them jokers is gonna be like a lot wider than what we got up here already. Hey, we're gonna get rid of this too, man. That chapter in my life is over. I mean, the question is this rear radiator sport? Oh, this ain't a rear radiator sport. The question is does this rear bumper brace matter? Does rear bumper braces matter? Lives matter? Does it matter? I mean, it's already jacked up, man. My buddy that I bought this from, he had ran off the road one night, and man, he tore this mess up. But I wonder if it's necessary. It might be. I might take it off because it junk probably weigh quite a bit. All right, fam, so I've never put over fenders on before, but I'm pretty sure I know the concept of it. So this is all gonna be for entertainment purposes. If you find anything I do wrong, please let me know. But the gist of everything is, of course, we're gonna have to fit those fenders up as good as possible. We are gonna use some aluminum rivets to rivet it into place. And then I know it's gonna be quite a bit of trimming to do, at least trimming on that. I know when I bolted this up, the door wouldn't open up, so I think I need to take a little material out of here. If that's not gonna be good enough, then I may have to cut a couple of slits in the corner to kind of fold, like for example, fold that one up, fold that one back, fold that one that side, and then on the back side, re-fiberglass it, you know, or whatever. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and get these things put up here, and let's see what we're working with and what we need to do before we start cutting all of this up. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of this off. I got a feeling that they added extra material here so that you can cut it off and get it like you want. So I think I'm gonna start with that first. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. I made my first cut. I wanted to start small and work my way up. The good thing about fiberglass too is that it's easier to work with because you can heat it up and you can get a little bit of movement out of it. So let's see if that works. left my rivet gun at work. So I want to go ahead and put my screamer pipe on. This thing has been off while I've been test driving it and figuring out the kinks. And as you can tell, it's been shooting soot and junk all over the place. Now I don't know if I really wanted to come out the hood, but I'm kind of too late because this is permanent. Let me show you the pipe that I made for this, and we'll go ahead and weld that up real quick. This is the pipe that I made for it. Want to say it's like 1.5 inches. It's basically a 90, but cut kind of like a slash cut. I want to kind of get that kind of action out of it. Once we finish this, then we can start on installing the hood and cutting up the hood and bracing up the webbing and stuff. But first, we got to weld this on there. So y'all know the deal by now. We're welding this 16 gauge, 2-inch stainless to this flange. So anytime we weld flanges together, we need to make sure that we bolt both sides of the flange wherever they need to be bolted to. Put that on there, put this clamp on. Set this up. This is gonna go up there like so. So I got a little bit of a gap on both sides. I'm gonna see if we can fill that gap in. I want to see if I can tack the sides of it and then take this off and maybe hammer it in. I really don't know, but we'll figure it out, because we always do. Screamer pipe is done. I don't know how I feel about this section, because last time that junk cut my daggone hand. It's healing up though, but that's what it looked like. Hit it up from that angle. So now that we got this done, we can go ahead and put the hood on, but we're not ready to put the hood on this episode. Yeah, we're not ready to put the hood on this episode. I went ahead and picked up my Harbor Freight pneumatic rivet gun. So now we can finish getting that fitted up and using this rivet gun and some 3/16 rivets to rivet that into place. Here go the pack of rivets that I got. If you look at the rivets, they always tell you what the diameter of it is, and whatever that diameter is, all you need is the same equivalent drill bit. So with these being 3/16 in diameter, all we need is a 3/16 drill bit to drill our holes. The motor fenders might fit a little better if I take these side markers off. All right, I end up having to take the gas tank off, man. I know I'm gonna have to modify all of this section here to get it to fit like I want. But what I'm trying to do is I only got but a handful of reference marks. So one of my reference marks is the indentation here, and the one over there in the front. And then we also got this section here that's got to go on this last little lip. As you can tell, it's already been dented up. I think it's been in a wreck or something. You can see that kind of little crease. I'm not about to daggone spot weld and pull all that crap out, because I ain't nobody got time for that. So I think what I want to do, use this as a reference, use that as a reference, same thing on that. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and drill at least 1 or 2 holes in a couple of spots on this quarter panel that's real important. I'm not gonna rivet it yet, because before we do that, we are gonna have to, unfortunately, butcher that with the 4.5-inch disc grinder. So now we're to the point where I need to figure out how much of an arch that I want. I've already put the quarter panel up, kind of got the idea of where I want to start to do my arch. I'm not going to be slamming this car drastically to the ground or anything like that, so I don't need to really go too terribly high. So I don't know, I think I might go to probably this line here. Oh man, alright, so something like, alright, and real quick, an overview of what I'm going to attempt to do. Believe it or not, there's actually 2 layers. You got this layer, then you got another layer on the back, meaning there's 2 pieces of metal that are like kind of like joined together right here at this lip. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is I'm gonna cut this out on this purple layer, and then what I'm gonna do is the bottom layer, or this backside layer, I'm probably gonna cut it and leave just a smidge of a lip. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice it like that, fold it over, I'm gonna tack weld it, and then I'm gonna fill everything in, probably with some 3M window seal urethane to keep like moisture and all that stuff from getting up behind this quarter panel. So let's see how this works out. And before we cut anything, we need to move the next project car out of the garage. I'm not trying to have no sparks on this thing. This joker's worth more than everything in this garage. Now that the super's out, let's get to cutting.
Turn it up.
So now we got a little gap in there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of squeeze it together like that and tack it into place. So let me finish cleaning the inside of this. And I mean, it's really gonna be that simple, just like that. I might use a pair of vice grips to get it closer. But oh snap, we got some wire in there. Where the wire? Hey guys, we got wiring up there, and I ain't know that. So I hope my stuff ain't jacked up. I wonder where wiring doing like that close up in there like that. Yeah, I don't want to tie that wiring up. Hey, and real quick, if you know anybody upgrading their house, like for example, take the rugs or taking that carpet and going to that hardwood, man, get you some of that rug material. I'm trying to tell you, they come in handy for everything. You can lay on it. You can daggone use it for dripping if your junk be dripping in the garage or the house. And you can also use it as a daggone heat blanket, fireproof blanket. I mean, it ain't OSHA approved, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and do the urethane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the driver's side. That way, when I go ahead and use that urethane, I can basically knock out both sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take what I used to cut off on that side, and I'm gonna bring this over to the driver's side, and I'm basically gonna use this as a template. All right, here go the other side. The driver's side is done. Hit it with that self-etching primer. Self-etching primer is a good primer for metal to metal. And so now that we're done, we're ready to go ahead and slap on some of this window well. Basically what it is, it's like a high strength urethane. It's the same stuff that they use when you put windshields in and windows. So this stuff right here, I'm pretty confident it's gonna get the job done on this. And there's the part number in case you want it. But yeah, let's go ahead and smear this stuff on. It's gonna get pretty messy. This 3M urethane stuff, it's probably gonna take like at least a whole day or at least 12 hours or so, 24 hours to dry up. So while that dry up, we can go ahead and start putting on my rear quarter panels. Just like normal, I'm in a get this mess on type of mood. So there are a few obviously issues. I mean, I don't know too many fiberglass companies that make something perfect. This crack was already there, and it's probably was already there because of the same issue I'm having here. There's like a little bit of a gap. So when it's time to do body work, I may cut that out and then add a little fiberglass material, you know, basically get it like I want it. I trimmed that edge down to keep it kind of flush and got that rivet in. The door is rubbing on this side, so I still probably need to take some heat to right here and kind of push that in. Worst case scenario, when it's time to do the body work, make like a slit there, make a slit there, fold that piece back, fold that piece down, and then add a piece of fiberglass on the back side. But overall, it looks like it turned out pretty good. I got a gap here as well, but hey, this is gonna be good enough to get the job done. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on the driver's side, and probably cut you guys back on once we get everything installed, including the bumpers and everything. All right, fam, a couple days have passed. The rear quarter panels are installed. Let me show you what the final results look like. All right, real quick before I conclude this video, let me go over a few issues that I had, a few issues that I'm gonna have to address when it's time to paint it. And then of course, just to let you guys know, in case I haven't already mentioned, these are used quarter panels. So they got chips everywhere. As you can tell, I had to heat this section up and kind of flex it. In order to get this thing fitted like I want it, I had to trim a little bit of here. I ended up chipping my side skirt because I tried to rush it. I should have trimmed that down a little more, but overall it came out pretty good. This side got some buckle in it, probably because the body was kind of distorted in the wreck that was before I bought the car. And then I got a bunch of waves here. That's probably because when I riveted this, I didn't do it in the correct order. But I think I can iron that out when it's time to paint it.